The following is a live and exclusive sports presentation of the RVA Sports Network. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. We greet you live at Dale Travis Court at the Estes Athletic Center on the campus of Trinity Episcopal School as RVA Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week coverage continues another Tuesday night. And tonight, one very, very big regular season game in VISAA action as number 5 Trinity Episcopal and Henry Coleman welcome in Robbie Beran, the Collegiate Cougars, the defending Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament champions. In fact, we have the 2017 champs and the 2018 titleists going head-to-head. In the first of two for these teams in the regular season, they will meet again at Collegiate early in the month of February, just before the end of the regular season, and then things get rocking and rolling in Prep League tournament and VISAA state tournament action. Happy Tuesday night. Glad you're with us. Rob with them along with you. Many ways to listen to tonight's broadcast. We have the link at the top of the page right now at rvasportsnetwork.com. Just sent out a link on our Twitter feed at the RVA Sportsnet. Sent out a link about 10 minutes ago and also sent the retweet out on both our Henrico Sports and our Chesterfield Sports Twitter feeds, part of the RVA Sports Network. And of course, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you just got an email alert to let you know that we are on the air live. That's what happens when you go to youtube.com/RVA Sports Network, click subscribe. It's very simple to do. Ask for your email address. We won't third party or spam you. All we'll do is send you alerts when either A, we post a new video to our YouTube channel, or B, we go live with another high school game of the week event across the RVA. Here come the Collegiate Cougars, set to continue warm-ups. Trinity's been on the court for some time. They're going to wrap things up, go in, get final coaching instructions from head coach Rick Hamblin. A lot of people thought when we got to the Times Dispatch Invitational some 3.5 weeks ago that it would be Trinity going back-to-back in that tournament and that Collegiate would have an opportunity to fare well. But nobody had a clue about what was going to happen in round one when the Huguenot Falcons came in and upset Trinity Episcopal, sending them into the consolation bracket, where they ended up with a 3-point win over a very gritty Douglas Freeman team on that Friday before Christmas at Hanover High School. Trinity and Henry Coleman, who had, I believe, 109 points in 3 games during the T-DIT, was obviously a member of the all-tournament team. Trinity ended up 5th this year rather than defending their championship. It was Collegiate that made it all the way to the title game, and they faced a Huguenot team that at that point was starting to run out of some steam. Collegiate got the win and the championship. Robbie Beran was not only part of the all-tournament team, was also the tournament's most valuable player. So Collegiate has now won 2 T-DIT. Excuse me, they've won yeah, they have won 2, I do believe. I'll have to go back in the record books and double check that. But Collegiate's the last 2 titles I know for sure. I can tell you that Collegiate won 2018's championship, and of course Trinity Episcopal won it last season. A lot of people have kind of boiled this game and the rematch at Collegiate in a few weeks down to Henry Coleman versus Robbie Beran. And while we're going to be watching perhaps the 2 best high school basketball players in the RVA, I did preface my statement there by saying perhaps, because we've got some other guys in some other schools that do pretty doggone well too. Tyrese Jenkins over at Beran immediately comes to mind, and there are many, many others. But in terms of getting two together for showdowns in rivalry night action in the regular season, we're going to be really hard pressed to find a matchup between two better players that happens two times in the regular season and may happen again in the postseason. With Robbie and Collegiate, Robbie, of course, on his way to Northwestern, Chris Collins and their program on the rise in the Big Ten. Talking with Robbie's dad during the Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament. So excited about the new facilities there for the basketball program in Chicago and how that team is on the rise. And really, they couldn't have really picked a better coach, kind of a disciple of Coach Krzyzewski down at Duke. You remember the situation with Duke. Many of you don't. A few of you my age do. When Krzyzewski came to Duke as head coach in 1979, 1980, they had come off a Final Four in a national championship game appearance, which was somewhat of a surprise in 1978. A couple of years later, they got upset, knocked off in the NCAA tournament in a day that is still known down in Tobacco Road as Black Sunday, because both Duke and North Carolina were heavily favored to go to the Final Four that year, and they both got knocked off in the second round on the same afternoon. And then Bill Foster leaves as head coach of Duke. They bring in the unknown Mike Krzyzewski. Nobody knew how to pronounce his name, much less spell it. And he comes in, and he's got a couple of years of very lean times at Duke. In the 1983 ACC tournament, he gets blown away by Ralph Sampson in Virginia. And there are some rumblings, is this man going to stay at Duke? Or are they going to make a coaching change? But the next year, they made a Cinderella run in the ACC tournament, upset then number one North Carolina with then Michael Jordan as a junior, his final year at North Carolina. And ended up winning the ACC championship 2 years later, going to their first Final Four under Krzyzewski in 1986. And, of course, the rest is history. Chris Collins was there during a precarious time in the mid-'90s when Coach was sick, missed a good part of one season, and Duke had their one down spell during his nearly four-decade career there in Durham. So Robbie Beran going into a situation to where that should become, Duke and Northwestern mirror each other so much, both academically and athletically. That could be a very, very big team on the rise. He could be coming in during the beginning of a golden age for the Wildcats. Really excited for him. And, of course, Henry Coleman's a junior, and we don't know where he's going to go yet. He's got tons of offers and plenty of options. And the greatest part about it all is he's got time to mull it over and think about it before he'll make his decision. I would suspect we won't hear anything out of Henry for another at least 6 to 8 months or so. So in terms of the singular aspect of this game, yes, obviously eyes will be on both Henry Coleman and Robbie Beran. But there are going to be a lot of other players in this game that are going to make the difference between who wins and who loses, whether Coach Del Harris and the Cougars can come out on top tonight on the road, or whether Coach Rick Hamlin and the Titans will do just that here at home. Last time we were here and watched them on their home floor, they were upset by Huguenot. They do not want the same thing to happen here tonight. By the way, Trinity moved up 2 spots to number 5 in the new RVA Sports Network Top 10 Boys Basketball Poll released on Monday at RVASportsNetwork.com. Collegiate has not been ranked in the top 10 this year, despite their Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament championship. That might change if they pick up a victory here this evening. Practices are wrapping up. We're getting set for starting lineups for tonight's game between the Cougars and the Titans, and we're so glad you're with us here tonight. One big difference for Trinity that they did not have during the Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament, and that is the presence of sophomore Burke Smith. The 6'10 sophomore is dressed and available and ready tonight here at Estes Athletic Center. Big night of high school basketball across the metro area. Lots of action going on in the Capital District, the Colonial Districts, some work going on in Chesterfield County as well. And, of course, there were several games scheduled for last night that have been rescheduled now. And we'll try to talk about a few of those as our broadcast rolls on. We get set now to honor America with the plane. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, it was a girls-boys doubleheader here today. So they played the national anthem prior to the girls' game, and that is going to suffice. Here come your starting lineups for Collegiate. Jackson Watkins, the guard. Quinn Timmerman will join him. Also at guard, Cody Patterson in the starting lineup for Coach Del Harris and the Cougars. And Bim Melvin will join Robbie Beran in the front court. And there's your starting lineup for Collegiate. And now let's get a starting lineup for the host Titans of Trinity Episcopal. We'll start with the guard, number 3, Tyler Michael. Also at guard, number 20, Eric Procise. All eyes on number 22, Henry Coleman. Number 24, Kendrick Robinson will start at a third guard, and Burke Smith will join Coleman in the front court for head coach Rick Hamlin and the Titans of Trinity Episcopal. Been a rather uneven season for them. It all began when Armando Baycott decided to leave and go down to IMG Academy in Florida for his final season. Obviously a huge loss, a commit to North Carolina. So you build around Coleman, Smith, and your guards. And there have been some ups and some downs for the team this year. And, of course, remember, Smith not available for the Times Dispatch Invitational. And had Burke Smith been on the floor that first round night against Huguenot, could he have made a difference? Especially against a Huguenot team that was so small. They barely have anybody over 6'1" on the roster. They play 5 guards constantly. Really only have 1 or 2 players that have significant height. What difference could Smith have made that night? We'll never know. The Titan student section are rocking, and they are ready, and they are in their camouflage for the most part tonight. Cougar student section below us and 2 are left. Glad you're with us. It'll be Beran and Coleman jumping here to start action tonight. And the tip will be controlled by Collegiate. It'll go out of bounds, last touched by Burke Smith. Fight for it in front of the Collegiate bench, down and to our left. Know it's a big game. My buddy Shelby, Richmond Times Dispatch photographer, in the house tonight. We got Jonathan Howard coming up here at halftime. We'll talk about the 804 Ballers, the guys working and moving and doing things up at the next level. Beran up top, we're underway. Timmerman right side, up top to Watkins and around left side to Patterson. Hands it back to Robbie, who will reset. He's picked up by 24, Kendrick Robinson. Beran looking to drive, kicks it out. Up top, got Patterson open for 3. It's good. Nice play using Robbie as kind of the decoy, so to speak, and Patterson open, top of the key, 3-0 Cougars. Michael across the timeline to Procise. Into the corner, that's Robinson. He'll dribble, kick it out to Michael, and around to Coleman right side. Henry's first touch, cross-court pass, Robinson drives, kick out Michael. Michael drives, stops, inside, finds a man, lost the ball, but will get a foul. It'll be on Watkins as they get it inside on Burke Smith, and 2 shots coming for Robinson. We're about a minute into the game. 3-0 Collegiate. Trinity at the line. Understand there's a pretty decent college basketball game tonight between the University of Virginia and Virginia Tech as well. In their long storied history, they've never met. And it'd be a battle of top 10 teams, but that is what is happening tonight. First free throw is up and off the back iron. No good for Robinson. He'll get one more. 3-0 Collegiate, just underway. Glad you are with us tonight here live on the RVA Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week. Also at the half, we'll talk about a huge weekend next weekend, our Game of the Week. We've got 2 broadcasts and 5 games for you fans. We'll talk about it all at the half. Second shot up, rims in and out, no good, and Beran will grab the rebound. Robbie at 6'9", lost the ball. Michael has it, doesn't have numbers, going to drive anyway, high off the glass, no, rebound, no. Quickly to Collegiate, bad pass, stolen midcourt by Coleman. Henry looking to drive, and he'll draw the foul. Foul will be on Patterson, his first, team second, and Henry Coleman, his first trip to the line this evening. As the Titans look to get on the board, 0 for no, check that. They will say not in the act of shooting, and they'll put it in out of bounds underneath. They get Procise open for three, right corner, and it's good. Procise took the ball out, used a screen, got open in the corner, and ties it 3 apiece. 90 seconds in. Patterson drives, kick out to Watkins right side. Jackson will drive, picks up the dribble, double dribbles. And a turnover to Trinity. 6:27 in the first. And we're tied at 3. A pair of 3-pointers gets us going tonight. Michael across the timeline. Watkins picks him up. He almost double dribbled. Got it to Coleman. Henry working right side. Lifts it. Shot. No on the baseline. Robinson rebound. Kick out Smith for 3. Good. Burke Smith gives Trinity their first lead tonight. 6-3 Titans. 6 minutes to go in the first. Beran whips it to Patterson. Gets to work underneath. Melvin over to Watkins, and now Beran will kick out up top right side. Robinson on him. Man-to-man defense from the Titans. Watkins up top, right side to Beran. Robbie around to Timmerman. Timmerman to Watkins, now left side in front of that student section for Trinity. Looking inside, nothing there. Beran in the corner. Working on Robinson. Turns around, gets double team. Tries to get help. Shot off the glass short. Rebound Trinity. Quickly down court. Coleman. 15-footer. Good. It's an 8-0 run for the Titans. 8-3 Trinity, 5:15 in the first. Watkins across the timeline. Beran faked a 3, looking to drive. Does so. Puts it up off the glass for 2. He is so hard to guard. When he decides to go top of the key, you have to double Beran. 8-5 Trinity. Procise bounce pass to Michael right side. Up top to Smith, no. He'll keep it himself. Keep the dribble alive. Drive, shot, no. Rebound Smith, no. Rebound Robinson. Off back iron, no. Got his own board, draws the foul. Relentless on the boards. Trinity on the offensive glass. And they'll draw the foul on Ben Melvin. Third team foul on the Cougars. Trinity has yet to be whistled. 4:42 in the first, 8-5 Titans. Robinson for a pair. First shot up and in. First substitution of the night, Quentin Tolson coming in, 24 for a Collegiate. Melvin will take a seat. 4:42 in the first, it's 9-5. Second shot, good. Robinson hits a pair, and it's 10-5. Watkins, 17-footer, no good. Rebound, Coleman. Henry up top, looks for Smith, got him. He'll drive, shot, no, and a foul. And if that's on Watkins, that's 2 on Jackson. And Smith will go to the line, and Coach Harris will call a timeout. 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. An 8-0 run, helping Trinity break out to the early 10-5 lead. So Tech and UVA later tonight. Might get home, be able to watch part of the second half of that game. Our focus right now is on Coach Hamblin and Coach Harris and the Cougars and the Titans. Coach Hamblin very animated right now down on the sideline in his huddle with his team. With the Titans up 10-5 and a couple of free throws coming with 4:25 to go here in quarter number 1. Had a couple of good games on our game of the week last Tuesday night. The doubleheader between J.R. Tucker and Glen Allen. That was a lot of fun. Ran into Tucker boys head coach Adam Desgame last night after In the Red Zone, live on 102.9 The Mater. Every Monday night at 6 at Sports Page Grill, Ashland. We are live and talking local sports. That's Monday nights at 6, 102.9 FM, 102.9 The Mater. As Burke hits the first free throw, it's 11-5. One more to come. It's up and good. Philip Lopez Duncan will check in for Collegiate. Collegiate down a couple of players due to injury tonight. Beran right up the top. Gets it to Patterson. Get it around to Lopez Duncan. Picks up the dribble, needs help. Gets it from Mac McDonald in the game. Patterson from 12. It's good. Cody Patterson makes it 12-7 midway through the first quarter. Michael across the timeline gets it over to Proseish right side. Looking for Coleman as a cutter. Nothing available there. He'll back it out. Swing it to Robinson. Robinson looks inside. Coleman comes outside to help. Back to Robinson, who will drive the lane around Beran. Shot up and high off the glass and good. 14-7 Titans. I think we already have more points in this game than they had in their football game opening day. Back in early September, live on 102.9 The Mater. McDonald top of the key over to Beran. Robinson on Robbie. Get it in the corner back to McDonald. McDonald looking to drive the baseline. Does. Gets Coleman up. Shot short. Coleman rebound. Henry looking to drive. Now he'll kick it out. Proseish open for three. No good. Long rebound to Michael. At the free throw line. Shot no. Coleman skies up. In and out. No good. And Collegiate finally gets a rebound. Trinity is dominating the offensive glass so far tonight. 2:50 to go. 14-7 Titans. Patterson bounce pass to McDonald. He'll take over up top. Over to Lopez Duncan. Going to drive left side. Kick it back out. McDonald open for three. No good. Rebound Coleman. Swings it to Eric Proseish. Proseish looks for Burke Smith at the free throw line. Now he'll drive. The one hand off the top of the backboard. No good. And the rebound to Beran. Bounce pass to Patterson. Patterson to McDonald in the corner. Back to Robbie. He can shoot it from three. He'll back it out instead. Robinson been on him all night so far. Under 2:10 to go in the first. Still no fouls called on the Trinity Episcopal Titans. McDonald takes over up top. Bounce pass to Beran. He'll turn around. Floater on the baseline is good. 14-9, Beran with 4 of the 9 Cougar points. Minute 45 in the first. Smith and Coleman both at the free throw line. Henry will go deep now. Beran will pick him up. Trying to get it inside. They do, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Coleman. So the first foul on Trinity goes against Coleman on the offensive end of things. Watkins will check back in. And Robbie Beran draws that personal foul. And for Trinity, Martin Lomax checking into the game, number 11. Minute 30 in the first. Melvin back in. Coleman checks him way up high. They get it around to Robbie Beran. Robinson's been on him all night. Now to Watkins. 1:15 in the first. 5-point Trinity lead here at home. Out to McDonald up top. Looking to try to drive, dribble, penetrate. Not finding a whole lot right now. They get it over to Beran. See if Robbie looks to play one-on-one. He'll stop, put up a 15-footer. Good. I'll be interested to see if they ever decide to put Coleman on him one-on-one outside. 50 seconds in the first 3-point game. Robbie's got 6 now. Lomax bounce pass to Smith, top of the key. Looking inside for Coleman, tipped away by Beran. Turnover to Collegiate. 35 to go. Melvin Wide open, takes a long two. Back iron, no. Lomax the rebound. Opportunity lost there. Looking inside for Smith. He's going to lose it, trying to save it out of bounds. Melvin gets it. Pass to Tolson, almost stolen. Over to Beran, down to McDonald, and he loses it out of bounds with 16 seconds to go. Turnover to the Titans. See if they hold for the last shot of quarter number one, up 3. They'll bring Robinson out. James Nelson will check in for this final 16.6 seconds. And Hardy Wyatt's going to check in for Beran. Quinn Timmerman's going to get back in to replace Watkins. And another change. Patterson's going to come in to replace Melvin. Smaller, quicker lineup on the floor, seating height here. So we'll see if Trinity tries to get inside. Into Nelson. Nelson double team. Pass tipped. McDonald had it, lost it, but gives it to Coleman. And Coleman has it and puts it in for 2. McDonald had the ball. He had to bounce it in order to save it. And when he did, he lost it. It went straight into the hands of Coleman and Henry. Easy. Lays it in for 2. Now we'll get mass substitutions with 8.5 to go. Whistle blew after the basket, and I'm going to be honest with you, fans, I'm not sure why. Nobody called a timeout. Well, they're allowing tons of subs. That'll allow Beran to get back in. Collegiate will have a shot to get some points with 8.5 to go. Got to hurry, though. They get it into Robbie. Coleman's going to pick him up this time. Double teamed. Pass in the corner. Watkins, got to hurry. Not going to get it off. And Coleman blocked it anyway. And we are through one tonight here on the Game of the Week. Number 5, Trinity Episcopal leads 16-11. One quarter in the books tonight, and the home team up by 5. Glad you're with us here on the RVA Sports Network. Rob with them along with you. Game of the week next week will be on Friday, so we'll be off the air, quote unquote, for 10 days. But we'll have a doubleheader for you coming up next Friday night and a triple header for you, a special triple header coming up a week from Saturday night. And we'll talk about that. Plus, we'll have Jonathan Howard with us live at the half here on the Game of the Week on the RBA Sports Network. Beran leads Collegiate with 6 points. Coleman, Robinson, Burke Smith, all with 4 each for Trinity Episcopal. Titans will get the basketball. And by the way, neglected to mention, they are moving right to left across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. No matter how you are listening in with us here this evening, we appreciate you very, very much joining us. Here we go, second quarter underway. They inbounded to Michael, and off we go here at the Estes Athletics Center. Michael to Smith, top of the key. Burke drive, kick out. Over to Procise, now Coleman at the top, into the corner, faking a 3, Michael Lomax in the game. They'll get it to Procise. His 3 is short, long rebound, comes out to Watkins. Quickly down court to Patterson. Patterson looking inside, Procise will block the pass. Turnover to Trinity. Lomax looking to drive, gets it to Smith, over to Coleman for 2 with authority. You know, when they slam it home, it's the student section behind us that tells you all about it. 18-11. Beran basketball, he'll pick it out, and Coleman's going to get him, and we're going to get a pick on Watkins. Nope, says nope, I want Melvin to do it. Coleman gets away. Beran from 15, it's good. Robbie red hot from the outside early tonight. He's got 8, 18-13. Trinity by 5. Michael with the ball, and he was going to give it right back to Procise, and Eric headed for the basket, and there was nobody there. And it comes out of bounds between the scorer's table and the collegiate bench. Cougar basketball on the turnover. Robinson back in. Burke Smith will check out. McDonald is going to come in for Watkins for Coach Del Harris and the Collegiate Cougars. Inbounded to Beran. Handed off to Quinn Timmerman. McDonald covered by Lomax. They get it to Robbie. Robinson's on him. Shot baseline short. Rebound fought for, and it's Trinity basketball. Got Coleman right side. Beran is there. Swings up top to Michael. Michael to Lomax. Lomax finds Coleman. Coleman, shot blocked. Tied up. Held ball, possession arrow to Collegiate. And that time the defense winner is Robbie Beran. Substitution in. Martin Lomax now for Trinity, and Procise will check out. 18-13. Collegiate ball. Looks like full court pressure coming by the Titans. They break it. Into the corner, Tolson. Up top, Watkins. McDonald, three. Good. Us old-timers think of Mac McDonald and think of the great former voice of the University of Virginia. This Mac McDonald strokes from three-point land. It's 18-16. Cougars only down 2. 5:45 to the half. Michael wide open in the corner. He'll put up a three, and it's short. Rebound comes to Lomax, and he's able to put it up and in. That was lucky more than good. Titans will take the 2 points, 20-16. Double team in the backcourt and a foul. They're trying to double team Beran. And it'll be Michael Lomax guilty of the personal. That'll be his first and Trinity's second foul. We are fast moving here tonight. 5:30 to the half. Titans up 20-16. McDonald on the inbound, stripped, stolen. Reverse layup up and good from Michael. Tyler Michael just completely schooled McDonald after the inbounds pass. Stole it, took it, scored. Timeout, Collegiate. Cougars are going to call a 30-second timeout to talk that over. What a great individual play by Tyler Michael. 22-16. Titans now up 6. Coach Del Harris. Got that chalkboard high in the sky talking to his guys. 5:22 to the half as the Titan mascot entertains the crowd and the student section. Yeah, camouflage night, I'd say about half of them got the memo. A few of them thought it was a Jersey night or college night. And you got one really faithful Clemson fan with a camouflage hat on in the front row. As we come out of the timeout, Collegiate ball down 6. McDonald cross court, Tolson wide open baseline. He'll kick it out to Watkins, back to Tolson. And he'll send it back to Robbie Beran. Beran, pass inside, Patterson drives and scores. That time, Robbie, great job looking inside to see who was available as he drew the defense, and it was Patterson for 2. He's got 7. 22-18 Trinity. Lomax to Coleman at the free throw line. Henry looking to drive. Picks up the dribble, puts up the jumper short. Rebound, stolen away by Patterson. With authority, did he take it over Mario Jackson? Pass tip, stolen. Mario's got it. Pass to Lomax, left hand, shot good. Martin Lomax for 2, 24-18. Those are the types of plays that you see a Trinity Episcopal team do when they're winning. They quell drives for the other team. They break any run developing, and they keep things in control. Beran in the corner. McDonald over to Watkins for 3. Good. Jackson Watkins, his first three. We're midway through quarter two. It's 24-21 Titans. Lomax to Lomax, corner. Jackson for three. No. Rebound, Beran. Watkins got hit. And it's taking him a moment to recover. Beran will get it to Jackson, who catches up with him near midcourt. Now to Robbie. Swings it to Tolson. Tolson can dribble. He's double teamed. Robbie helps out. Coleman on him. He's going to come back out and reset. 3:25 in the half. Looking. Got McDonald. May lose it. Nope. Saves it in front of the student section for Trinity. Jackson. Pass up top to Beran. In the corner. Patterson inside Tolson. Up. Shot. No. McDonald picks it up. Offensive rebound after the partially blocked shot. And then the pass to Watkins from Beran a little far to the right. Jackson can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds. Robinson out. Burke Smith in. Procise in. Martin Lomax will have a seat. Jackson will come out as well. 3:05 in the half. Trinity ball up 3. Michael across the timeline. Gets it to Smith up top. Then Melvin's on him. Inside to Coleman. Beran with him. Gets around him. Off the glass for 2. That's going to be a vicious battle whenever it happens here tonight between Henry and Robbie. And they'll probably go about 50-50 against each other. That's the way it's been so far tonight. 26-21 Trinity. 2:38 to go in the half. Watkins up top with the basketball. Jackson wanted to kick it out to Melvin, and Melvin cuts up top, and another turnover at nearly the exact same place across the way. Ball back to Trinity, up by 5. McDonald will check in at the next break, so will Philip Lopez Duncan. Michael's going to drive the lane and draw the foul. Foul will be on Patterson. And Tyler Michael will go to the line to shoot a pair with 2:22 to go in the half. Titans 26, Cougars 21. First shot up and good. Michael now has 3 on the evening. As we're looking at closing in on 10 minutes after 7 on a Tuesday night. Second free throw coming for Tyler Michael. Titans up 6. Shot short. Rebound to Tolson for Collegiate. Needs some help. Lopez Duncan now to Beran. They got numbers if they hurry. Robbie will drive around Burke Smith and put it in with the left hand. Burke Smith an inch taller than Robbie. He didn't care. 27-23. Over to Michael. He'll drive the baseline. Passed, tipped, got it to Coleman anyway. 3-pointer back iron, no. Burke Smith will grab the board. It's blocked. His shot, then a steal. Titans with the ball back. Lost it to Coleman, but goes to Michael. A break for the Titans. Procise to Coleman, top of the key. Henry bounce pass inside, stolen by Tolson. Gets it to Beran, 1:40 in the half. 4-point game. Cougars down 4 with the basketball. McDonald draws the double team. Now he's wide open for 3. Good. Beautiful play. Everybody goes after Robbie Beran. Gentle pass to McDonald after he set the screen. He's wide open and has 6, and it's a 1-point game. Final 75 seconds of the half. Procise to Lomax left wing. Almost stolen away. Over to Coleman looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Henry double teamed at the top of the key. Looks inside, finds Michael Lomax. His shot off the mark. And Beran with the board. And Collegiate can take the lead. Final minute of the half. But we get a quick officials timeout as it looks like Tolson may have gotten hit in the face. And we may have to have a substitution here for Collegiate. Tolson will have to go to the bench. And Watkins will check in for him. Trinity 27, Collegiate 26, 55 seconds to go in the half. Procise will check out. Robinson will come back in for the Titans. He played defense on Robbie Beran most of the first period. Coleman didn't pick him up until the final play of the quarter. 50 to go in the half. Timmerman with the ball left at the top. Corner for Patterson. Patterson double team, back to Timmerman, up top to Watkins, around to McDonald, back to Watkins, and back to McDonald. Beran right now resting a bit with Robinson at the baseline on it. 30 to go in the half. They're playing catch. Titans are trying to force a turnover. Watkins really close to that midcourt stripe. Got to be careful. McDonald cross court. Timmerman up top. Watkins back to McDonald. 15 to go. Around to Timmerman and back to Watkins. And now we'll start to see if they try to get it into Beran or if he kicks outside. 5 to go. Timmerman. McDonald double teamed. Timmerman. They got to hurry. A three. Watkins. No good. Great perimeter defense by Trinity. And that holds the lead. And we go to the half. It is number 5, Trinity Episcopal, 27. And the Collegiate Cougars, 26. Halftime here on the Game of the Week. We'll come back, have more for you live from Estes Athletic Center at Trinity Episcopal School in just a moment, live on the RVA Sports Network. Live here at Estes Athletic Center on the campus of Trinity Episcopal School. Got to thank everybody here at Trinity again for making us feel so warm and welcome. Letting us come back for the game of the week on this 15th of January. Already, I believe we're starting the third week of 2019. Just like that, we'll be in the playoffs in a heartbeat and outside for spring sports before you know it. All right, we talked about future game of the week broadcasts that are coming up, and we're working on more. We're kind of waiting. Final couple of weeks of the regular season, we really like to wait until late and look at games that have playoff implications and try to schedule them if they fit our schedule with everything else we have going on with the RVA Sports Network and elsewhere. So always check the broadcast schedule at rvasportsnetwork.com. It's on the right-hand side of the page, and it is always updated with what you need to know as to what's coming up live on the game of the week. Next week, our game of the week is a doubleheader on Friday night. We'll be in Hanover County for rivalry night. The first meeting between Atlee and Lee Davis boys basketball. The Raiders held on and handed Lee Davis then their first loss of the season in a classic 54-53 before Christmas. Lee Davis suffered another road loss in rivalry night action Friday night on a Cole Wallace three-pointer with 3 seconds left. Hanover won at home 60-58. So Lee Davis this year, they've lost by 1 to Atlee. They lost by 1 to Caroline in their tournament championship game over the holiday break, the Southerner Classic. And they lost by 2 at the Horn to Hanover at Hanover. They're 9-3, hosting Henrico in a huge Capital District game and Region 5B game tonight. Henrico coming off that loss to Highland Springs on the road on Friday. So it is Atlee at Lee Davis a week from Friday night, the 25th. We'll start with the girls' game at 6. Boys will tip at 7:30 or so. That's live doubleheader action, our next game of the week broadcast. And then the very next day, a special game of the week, girls basketball triple header. We will be live at Huguenot High School. We get to call our first games on the new court at Huguenot. Cannot wait. It's a great weekend there. A 2-day basketball classic bringing awareness to the fight against sickle cell anemia. And we are very proud at the RVA Sports Network to team up with Athletes for Awareness, Huguenot High School, and everyone else involved in that 2-day affair. We're going to bring you the final 3 games on Saturday night. Airtime is at 4:30. We'll start it with number 2 Hopewell taking on Lake Taylor. Hopewell, Lake Taylor at 4:30. Then Ocean Lakes and Highland Springs, that's at 6. And Springer's currently 3rd in our girls' top 10. And then the nightcap will be LC Bird taking on Thomas Edison of Alexandria, who always has a top-notch basketball team. Great triple header of girls basketball action live from Huguenot High School. Hope you can come out and join us for it. But if you're unable to do that, make sure you join us here on the RVA Sports Network. That's Saturday, January 26th, 4:30. 3 games, triple header, back to back to back, top 10 girls basketball live from Huguenot High School. And again, we'll have games the week of the 29th, the week of the 5th, and probably a game there the week of the 11th, 12th as we head into the end of the regular season and get set for the regional tournaments the following week, President's Day week. So RVASportsNetwork.com, bookmark that on your computer or on your smartphone or on your tablet, whatever you use to get online to check your favorite websites. If you're checking ESPN.com or NFL.com, you need to add RVASportsNetwork.com to that so you'll know what's going on with our Game of the Week broadcast schedule, always on the right-hand side of the page. We have links to our Game of the Week broadcasts always at the top of our page on game day. And, of course, our top 10 polls and other pertinent high school and other news available. RVASportsNetwork.com. You can also make sure you follow us on Twitter at the RVA Sportsnet for coverage across the Metro Richmond area and hyper-local coverage in 3 other Twitter feeds that you don't find anywhere else across the RVA. At Hanover Sports, at Henrico Sports, where we are retweeting everything for Cougar fans here tonight, and at Chesterfield Sports. Got just a moment until we get set for second half action. I thought Jonathan was going to join us tonight, but he apparently had to head out for a reason or not. Some put his coat on a little bit ago, just before the half. So hopefully we can have him on a future halftime report. Trinity's back out. Cougars will be out in a moment. Second half next on the RVA Sports Network. Titans are going to get the basketball to start half number 2. Rob with them along with you live at Trinity Episcopal School on the RVA Sports Network high school basketball game of the week. Today is January the 15th, correct? So we are just a little under 2 months away from getting back outdoors. Coming soon, we will begin to add high school baseball, high school softball, game of the week broadcasts to our schedule at rvasportsnetwork.com. Yeah, there may be snow outside, but we're already thinking warm. It'll be Henry Coleman taking it out across the way. Titan ball up 1, working left to right this half across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. Rob with them, happy to be with you tonight, live on the RVA Sports Network. Michael with the ball, gets it to Robinson. Look to drive to Coleman. Coleman not available. Outside to Michael right side. Up top, Procise will take it. Now to Robinson. He'll look to drive this time on Beran. In the lane, stop, double team, kick out. Michael, 3. In and out, no. And Beran gets the rebound. Collegiate had a chance to take the lead before the half. Couldn't get a good shot due to great perimeter defense by Trinity. Let's see what they do here to start the third quarter. Beran picks up the dribble. Needs some help. Watkins is able to get it. Michael on him. Man-to-man are the Titans now. Beran top of the key. Back to Watkins. Around to Timmerman. Timmerman working left wing. Lost the ball. Got it back. Finds Beran. Tip to him. Now Robinson will grab it and will get a foul at midcourt. Foul will be on Timmerman. That'll be the first foul of the second half. First team foul on Collegiate. And I believe the first foul of the night on Quinn, and it is. So the Titans will take it out underneath us at the scoreboard. We are high atop Dale Travis Court on the second floor here at Estes Athletic Center. A minute into the second half, 27-26. Titans up 1. That was our halftime score. Looking for a cutting. Coleman stolen by Beran on the baseline. Robbie with great anticipation and defense. Kicks it to Watkins left wing. Jackson open for 3 now. Good. Jackson Watkins, his second tray of the night, and the lead to Collegiate at 29-27. Procise with the ball, goes inside, lost it. Robbie Beran will strip it out of the air. And Beran has no problem bringing it across the timeline at 6'9". Handoff to Watkins right side. Gets the pick. Doesn't work, though. Over to Melvin. Melvin to Patterson, who was open for a 3, didn't take it. Now he'll drive and put it in with no problem. Patterson for 2. Del Harris and the Cougars are up 4. It's a 5-0 run 2 minutes into the third. See if Coleman takes matters into his own hands. Dribble, drive, pick up, in the lane, shot good. Henry Coleman answers. 31-29. Had a feeling, you just saw it on his face, that no one was going to get the basketball in that possession. Calms things down for his team. Now he goes out. Let's play some D. 5:40 in the third. Patterson, right side. Coleman picks up Beran. Battle down underneath. Robbie will kick up top. Coleman joins him. Beran with the basketball, top of the circle. Over to Watkins, right side. Kick to Melvin. Melvin to Patterson, left side. 5:18 in the third. First one to 60 might win tonight. Patterson with a patient Cougar offense here. Looking for a steal and a bounce pass, and they'll get it. Trinity down the lane. Shot up. Good. Eric Procyse anticipated the pass. He's got 5, and we're tied at 31. Sometimes you get into that, you're doing a good job being patient, but then you get a little slow on the pass, especially a bounce pass. You got to keep things crisp, even though you're patient, and it slows the tempo of the game down. It cannot slow the tempo of what you're trying to accomplish. Beran will cake out. Coleman's with him. Left side to Melvin. Melvin up top to Watkins. Michael picking him up. Watkins looking inside. Got Melvin. Kick it around to Timmerman's going to lose it out of bounds. Melvin just didn't have the confidence to go up baseline and go for it, and then he got double-teamed, had to kick it out, and then the pass too strong for Timmerman to handle. Mac McDonald checks back in for Collegiate. Michael Lomax in for Robinson. Tolson's going to check in for Melvin for Coach Del Harris and the Cougars. We're tied at 31. Fast-moving game tonight here, folks. We already have 4:24 to go in the third quarter. Third quarter is almost halfway over. And currently, it's 5-4 Collegiate in this quarter. Coleman, left side, working on Patterson. Stops, free throw line, pops, good. Henry Coleman now with 12. He leads all scorers. And he'll draw his second foul on the body, coming out on Patterson, getting the outlet pass across the timeline. Kind of a needless foul there for Henry. His second. Nobody in any foul trouble. Nobody's got 3 for either team. But now if you're in a situation, you're Coleman, and you get a little behind on a defensive play underneath, and then you pick up a third, then there's a problem. Inbound to Watkins. Trinity on a 6-0 run, retakes the lead at 33-31. McDonald with the basketball, getting trapped, needs help. Beran almost stolen, out of bounds, stays with Collegiate. Lomax almost got it. Beran will take it out. The Cougars, the Titans are trying to force them to play quicker, and they're using defense to try to rev things up. Trinity wants to run up and down. Collegiate wants no part of that. And the Cougars have won the tempo in this quarter so far. But the Titans, with the 6-0 run now, have retaken the lead and upped it from 1-2 from the halftime score. Inbound to Watkins. Michael on him like a winter coat on a February morning. Gets it to Timmerman. Lomax all over him. Like that coat, only buttoned up. Bounce pass to Beran. Coleman on him. Gets around him. Puts it up. Too strong. Long rebound coming out. Watkins has it. He's open, so he'll shoot and score. Everybody was focusing on Beran maybe getting the pass after the offensive rebound, and Jackson said, well, I'll put it up. Smith for 3, back iron, no, rebound Beran. We're tied with 3:20 to go in the third, and the Cougars with the ball. Beran across the timeline, double teamed, and we're going to get a timeout call by Del Harris. With 3:09 to go, let's see if it's a 30 or a full. Timeout Cougars, 3:09 in the third. It'll be a 30-second timeout. St. Anne's Belfield defeats St. Gertrude in girls basketball this afternoon. Final score 53-31. $33 apiece out of the 30-second timeout. 3:09 to go, third quarter. Rob Witham, happy to be with you here on the Game of the Week, exclusively on the RVA Sports Network, the RVA home for high school sports. Patterson will get it into McDonald in the backcourt out of the timeout. Coleman will pick him up. Spread offense, spread defense. McDonald pass lost. Robinson saves it, gets it to Coleman, spins, gets it to Smith in the lane. His shot, no, rebound, good. And slammed in by Henry. Henry Coleman retakes the lead, 35-33 Titans, 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Beran has not scored yet in the second half. In the corner, Patterson gets double teamed. Smith's going to take it away, get it up in the air. Coleman now to Lomax. Lomax to a driving Robinson, blocked. Out to Michael. Michael in the lane, foul. Coach Del Harris yelling at his team right now, settle down. He says they want to speed it up. Settle down, he's telling them. Tolson in, McDonald out. And now we have our first player with 3 fouls, and that's Cody Patterson, who has 9 points tonight for Collegiate. 2:22 left, third period. Inbound to Henry Coleman. Michael in the corner, baseline to Coleman. Coleman with Tolson on him. Henry looking to work. Lost the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Tolson, the referee says. And Trinity will maintain possession. .213 third quarter. Smith out to Coleman. Open deep three. Good. Henry's first triple of the night. Claps his hands on defense. Down to 2 minutes, third quarter. And the Titans are up 5. Beran with the ball. Coleman is on him. Robbie looking to drive with the left hand. Slips it to the right at the last second underneath Coleman's shoulder and in for 2. Oh, what a beautiful play. 35-38. Cougars down 3. Coleman going to take a giant three-pointer. That one, no. Rebound Tolson, and he'll get fouled from behind by Smith, who was really trying to just get down court, but they ended up in the same piece of real estate. And the first foul on Burke tonight. He's got 5 points, all in the first half. 1:36 left, third quarter. 3-point game. Trinity leads. Cougar ball. And Watkins will send it across the timeline. This has been fun. Beran with the ball. Robinson back on him. They get it around. Watkins left side. Keeps the dribble going baseline. Bounce pass. Beran underneath. In the corner, Patterson. Patterson to Tolson, open from 12. Rattles out. No, and Beran is able to put it in. And we get a whistle. Is it going to be on Collegiate or Trinity? No, count the basket. Beran gets it in. The foul's on Michael for pushing Beran as he tips it into the basket, and Robbie can tie the game with the and one if he can complete the free throw with 1:05 left in the third. 38-37. Timeout Trinity, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. Second timeout, almost complete. Top 10 girls basketball underway. Cosby, James River. Battle of number 4 and number 5 in our latest top 10. Cosby up 17-7 after 1. I'm telling you. Talked about this on In the Red Zone last night on 102.9 The Mater. Grace Townsend, junior point guard for James River. One of the best pure ball handlers I've seen in Richmond at the high school level. She was phenomenal in their home win over LC Bird Thursday night. We're out of the timeout. Should be one free throw here for Beran. Officials had a quick conference about something. Now they have that settled. He can tie the game. Shot up, short. And it goes out of bounds. McDonald will check in. Beran sometimes you just misshoot the free throw. It happens. Robinson out. Procise will get the inbounds. He gets double teamed in the backcourt. To Lomax, now to Michael. Michael driving, bounce pass to Coleman. Around Beran, trying to get it up. Does, good. Coleman, great patience underneath. Great patience. 40-37, final minute, third quarter. Coleman is on Beran. Robbie will turn it over to Tolson, right wing. Handoff to Patterson, 37 to go. Patterson to McDonald, right side. Mack back to Robbie. Henry all over him. Robbie gets past him. Burke is there, and he'll draw the foul on Smith. 2 on Burke Smith, 27.9 to go in the third. 40-37, and Beran will try to atone for the bad free throw miss a moment ago with a pair here. First shot is up and misses front iron, no good. So Robbie 0 for 2 tonight at the line. 14 points, 10 in the first half, 4 in this third quarter. 14 fouls on Trinity, only 2 on Collegiate. But Patterson with 3 fouls, the only player on either team with 3. Second free throw can cut it to 2. That's good. So Robbie now 1 of 3 at the line, and the lead is down to 2 for Trinity Episcopal. 40-38, 27.9 to go. Subs in for the Cougars. They'll play 94 feet here. Inbounded to Lomax. He's all alone. A little bit of some confusion on the Cougar defense. They pick it up at midcourt. Michael bounce pass to Smith. Tolson on him. Burke driving up. No. Rebound to Coleman. Try to get tied up. Shot. No, but a foul. Tolson was trying to tie him up underneath, and in the end, he fouls him. Because Henry's just so strong, bringing that ball up from knee level to try to get the shot up. Coleman to the line, 13.3 to go in the third. Titans up 2, looking for more. Henry's got 19 tonight, but none at the line. First free throw is good. Make it 20 and a 41-38 lead. Mass substitutions for Collegiate. They'll get the regular crew back in now, including Beran, for the final 13-3. It's the starting 4, along with Mac McDonald. Melvin, the only starter not in right now. Second shot is going to get the kind rolling in. Robinson in for Smith. A little more athleticism, quickness on this play. They did a great job in that final play of the half to prevent Collegiate a good shot, and now they're going to turn it over. Bounce pass to Patterson, and he lost it out of bounds underneath. Titan ball. 10-3 to go in the quarter. Just a mental error lapse there from the Cougars. Can't really say anything more than that. They'll get Tyler Michael back in real quick. Patterson, Watkins out. Melvin, Tolson both in for size purposes. 10 seconds left. Titans ball underneath. Michael gets it into Procise. He'll bring it out. 7, 6, 5. Needs to drive quickly. Double team. Got it to Burke. Smith for 3. No good. Coleman's putback is not in time. We are through 3 tonight on Dale Travis Court. And your score, number 5, Trinity Episcopal, 42. And Collegiate, 38. A lot of big activity going on tonight. We mentioned Cosby James River girls top 10 battle. Verina Patrick Henry is a top 10 battle in girls basketball tonight. That's underway. Number 1 Verina boys are underway. They got Patrick Henry at home tonight. Last night we were supposed to have in boys basketball deep run at Atlee. That one moved to February 11th. Number 1 Verina was supposed to host Douglas Freeman, who dropped out of our top 10 after 2 losses last week. That game moved to next Wednesday night, the 23rd. And Midlothian Hanover boys was supposed to be last night at Hanover. It's been moved to tomorrow night, but it's going to be over at Midlothian, not at Hanover, because Hanover is hosting the county's annual wrestling quad tomorrow at 5:30. Atlee, Patrick Henry, Hanover, Lee Davis wrestling at Hanover tomorrow. So Hanover, Midlothian, Region 4B boys basketball at Midlothian tomorrow night at 7:15. Fourth quarter underway. On the game of the week, Rob Witham, happy to be with you. Cougars with the ball. Tolson all alone up top. Tries to hand it to McDonald and does. McDonald directs traffic back to Tolson. Hand off to Watkins. Watkins to Patterson up top. Coleman on him. Bounce pass to Beran. We've got a Cougar down. Play continues. Watkins for 3 is good. After Beran drew the defense underneath, he finds an open Jackson Watkins, who's got 3 triples and 11 total. Patterson up gingerly on one of his ankles. 42-41. Coleman hands off to Michael. Motion offense, Coleman back up top. Pass to Michael baseline, back out Coleman. Kick back, 3, baseline, back iron, no. Long rebound to Tyler Michael. Up top, Procise for 3, no good. Rebound McDonald. Collegiate can retake the lead. 1:10 into the final period, down 42-41. Patterson still in there, but favoring that leg. Went to break out front. You could see the pain on his face. Long three-pointer, Watkins back iron, no. Tap from Michael to Coleman on the rebound. Trinity ball up 1. They need to get Patterson out of there. He is struggling right now in kind of a zone. Hybrid zone man. Procise bounce pass to Smith, top of the key. Tolson got it, lost it. Smith drives, picks up the dribble to Robinson. Back up top to Procise. Coach Harris coaching his butt off right now on defense to his Cougars across the way. Procise wants to take on Patterson. Patterson gets picked by Smith. Procise looking inside for Smith. Got it. Smith took it in the air, laid it up off the glass for 2, never took the ball down. Never had to. Beautiful play, 44-41. 5:40 to go. 3-point lead for the Titans. Watkins left side. Michael continues to guard him. Finds Beran open underneath. Got stripped out of bounds. And that was Robinson who got a piece of the basketball. He and Smith working on Robbie. Collegiate will retain underneath their own basket. Down 3 with 5:30 to go. Patterson comes out. McDonald comes out. Patterson's going to come back and sit right near the coach. So he's like, I'm not coming out of this game. Next time you need me in rotation, I'm going to be ready. Try to get it inbounds. Tapped out of bounds by Michael. It'll stay with Collegiate. Now McDonald will check to the scorer's table. He'll come out in next time. Beran gets the inbounds pass. Robbie will bring it out. 44-41. Collegiate ball down 3 with 5:20 to go in regulation. First of 2 against these teams here in the next 3 weeks in private school play. Tolson picks up the dribble, needs help. Beran, ball punched. Titans get it. Shot up, blocked, but that will be a goaltend. Yes. Robbie got to the ball, but right after it hit the glass, so it was on its way down. That's a goaltend. Tyler Michael gets credited for that basket. And the lead's back up to 5. 5 minutes to go. 46-41 Titans. Beran leads the Cougars with 15. Henry Coleman leads everybody with 21 points. Inbound to McDonald. And the backcourt pressure applied by the Titans. McDonald to Patterson. Patterson gets across the timeline, lost the ball, and we're going to get a foul on Lomax. That kind of bailed out Collegiate because they were on the verge of a turnover. That is 5 team fouls now on the Titans. First foul on Martin Lomax. And 4:51 to go. Cougar ball in front of their bench, down by 5. Watkins inbound. Pass to Patterson. Double teaming him. I think the Titans understand he's a little gimpy right now. They get it over to Watkins. Back to Patterson. Immediately they trap him around to McDonald. McDonald drives. Almost traveled. Put it up. Good. First points of the night for Mac McDonald. Boy, he almost slid that pivot foot. But he gets it up and in. Timeout. Collegiate. 46-43 with 4:28 left in regulation. Take a quick moment, get an update sent out on Twitter at both the RBA Sportsnet and at Henrico Sports. Tomorrow night, fans, not sure where we're going to be. Have a personal engagement late in the afternoon, and then after that, we're going to gauge what time it is and where we are as to where we may be tomorrow night on Twitter. Same thing for Thursday night. And then Friday night, we're going to be at one of the 2 rivalry nights for Hanover County. Live on Hanover Sports on Twitter. You got Patrick Henry at Lee Davis and Hanover at Atlee in doubleheader action Friday night, and we'll be at one of them with live Twitter coverage on Hanover Sports. Again, next game of the week, a week from Friday night, Atlee at Lee Davis. Girls, boys, varsity doubleheader. We go live here on our YouTube channel at 6 Eastern next Friday night, the 25th. It is a 3-point game. Trinity 46, Collegiate 43. 4:28 left in regulation. Titan ball. Titans, 2017 Times Dispatch Invitational champs. Cougars, 2018 champions. Precise with the ball, bounce pass to Smith at the free throw line, looking for Coleman, got around McDonald. Beran is there, draws the foul. Coleman to the line, and Beran commits his first of the evening. Love watching Del Harris coach. So animated. Free throw number 1 is good for Coleman. He's got 22, and it's 47-43. Second shot up. Good. Coleman 4 for 4 at the line here in this stretch. Lead back to 5, 48-43. Cougar ball down 5 as we're coming up on the midway point of the final period. Beran, Robinson on him, up top to Patterson. Coleman on him. Now to Watkins, cutting to Beran. Beran on Smith, draws the foul. Robbie to the line. Foul will be on Robinson. That's 16 fouls on Trinity, so the next one will put Collegiate in the bonus. Nobody's been in the bonus tonight in either half at this point. Beran 1 for 3 tonight at the line. Try to make it a 1-possession game if he can hit these 2, but he won't hit the first one. Robbie really struggling at the line. 1 of 4 from the line. 48-43 still. Second shot coming, and that one's good. So Robbie 2 of 5 at the line at this half, and the Cougars down by 4. A little bit of backcourt pressure, not a lot. Basically picking up man-to-man in the backcourt. Procise across, got it to Smith, top of the key 3. Back iron, no. Rebound, Tolson. Rebound to Beran. 3:40 to go. Cougar ball down 4. Over to Timmerman. He's working up top. Now he'll hand it off to Jackson Watkins. 3:30 to go. Beran up top. Coleman's on him. Drives, stops, floater, back iron. Good. Got the kind roll. Coleman was skying high to get the rebound, and then it goes into the basket. 48-46. Cougars down 2. Coleman with the ball now left wing. Into the corner. 3 ball on the way. No good by Lomax. Rebound Patterson. 3 minutes left. Cougar ball down 2. Watkins to Beran. Coleman went for the steal. Beran will put up the 3. Back iron, no. And the rebound to Trinity. Procise down to Coleman. Henry picks up the dribble. Cross-court pass. Open 3. Good! Michael Lomax for 3. Back to a 5-point game at 51-46. Trinity up 5, 2:30 to go. Watkins to Beran. Coleman picks him up at 35 feet. We're going to get a foul. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Patterson underneath, trying to get position. And that is his 4th personal foul. Huge foul. Not only because it's Patterson's 4th, but because of the fact that it ends a play where the Cougars had the ball down 5. Now Trinity, I don't think they've had a lead bigger than 6 or 7 here tonight. A 3 ball would give them an 8-point lead. They haven't had that this evening, and we're down to 2:15 to go. Coleman up top to Smith and around to Lomax. Lomax looking inside. Coleman's wide open, and the foul. And if it's on Patterson, he's gone. And it is. Cody Patterson will foul out tonight with 9 points, 7 in the first, 2 in the second, with 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. And that's one important cog out of the wheel for Coach Del Harris and Collegiate. Henry Coleman will go to the free throw line. Coleman with 23 tonight. He leads all scorers. Robbie Beran leads Collegiate with 18. Patterson leaves having scored 9. 5-point game. Coleman looking to make it 7 if he can hit both. First, in and out, no good. With 2:07 to go. Both teams now with 16 fouls, so the bonus for either next time. Robinson will check in for Procise. That was Coleman's first missed free throw tonight. He's now 4 of 5. Looking for point 24. Got it. 52-46. Still a 2-possession game as we come up on 2 minutes to go in regulation. Cougar ball down 6. Beran across the timeline. Robbie double teamed. Hand off to Watkins. Out to Timmerman, who's open. Now to a cutting Beran, who will get fouled. Heading to the line. And let's see if they're going to call that a 1-and-1 or a 2-shot foul. He never really got a shot off. 1:55 to go. Foul on Robinson. And they will say not in the act of shooting. Beran will have the 1-and-1. And Robbie is struggling at the line. He's 2 of 5 tonight. First shot is up. Good. 52-47. Beran has 19. Now 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. Looking to make it 4 of 7 and make it a 4-point game. With 1:55 to go. Trinity student section using reverse psychology on Beran. Second shot's up. Short. Rebound, Coleman. And he is 3 of 7 tonight at the line. 1:50 to go. 5-point game. When do you have to start fouling? That'll be the question. And McDonald will do it right there. On Procise, it'll be a 1-and-1 for Eric at the line with 1:42 to go in a 5-point game. McDonald picks up his first personal. Coach Harris yelling at his Cougars. So we don't need a 3. Procise at the line. First things first, got to hope he misses and you get the board. First shot good. That was nothing but net for, Procise, who's got 6 points. And the lead back to 6 at 53-47. Trinity girls struggle with Collegiate tonight. Down second half. Pulled out a 3-point win in the first part of this doubleheader. Second shot gets the roll. And Procise has 7. The lead is 7. The biggest one tonight. 54-47. Trinity up. 1:42 to go. Cougar basketball. I don't know why they're walking it up. They need to hurry. Timmerman with the ball at the point, hands it off to Mac McDonald. Coach yells, let's go. Watkins to McDonald. McDonald over to Timmerman. Timmerman inside, finds Beran. Turnaround jumper 15 short. Rebound to Robinson with 1:20 to go. Tolson forced to foul in the backcourt. And now if the Titans can hit their free throws, this one's going to be over. 1:20 to go, up 7. Team fouls on the Cougars now. And Robinson, no points here in the second. He's got 4 in the first, and 2 of them were at the line where he is now for a 1-and-1. First shot, back iron, no good. Watkins with the rebound. Jackson. Now to McDonald, 1:10 to go. Back to Watkins. Watkins to Beran. Beran up top to Timmerman. 1:05, 1:02 to go. Time running out. Collegiate's down 7. They're acting like there's 3 minutes left, and it's under a minute to go. They get McDonald open corner 3. Good! Timeout, Collegiate. They got what they needed, but did it take too much time off the clock is the question. That is the final timeout for Collegiate. They're down 4, 54-50. McDonald has 9 now, all 3-point shots, 3 of them tonight. Cougars have hit 7 trays tonight. Robbie Beran doesn't have any of them. 54-50, Trinity ball, up 4. 8 team fouls on Collegiate. So the next foul they give will bring out the final 1-and-1 opportunity. So right now you got to hope, you got to say, okay, first of all, let's try to get a steal off the inbound. If we can't do that, let's try to foul as quickly as possible. Whatever you do, try to foul anybody but Henry Coleman, who is red hot tonight from the line, has only missed 1. Try to foul somebody else and put them on the line. And then if they miss and we can get the ball back, now that's a classic situation where you don't need 3 immediately. Don't run up and just pull up and shoot a wild 3. You could probably drive and get an easy 2. Trinity doesn't want to give you an and 1 at this point. You'd cut it to 2, but there are no more timeouts for Coach Harris. The rest of the time here, the Cougars going to have to work with what they've got on the court, and the game flow will determine how well they can do any substitutions. But they can't call a timeout to make adjustments. Everything on the fly the rest of the way. Titan ball up 4. They get it inbound. Lomax, double team, got it to Michael. Michael, double teamed. Get it down court. Smith's wide open. He'll drive and get the foul. Foul by Timmerman. Smith will get 2 shots because he was in the act of shooting. And that's what you didn't want to have happen. If you foul before the shooting. So it's a 1-and-1. So if they miss, we get the ball. Here, he gets 2 no matter what. 9 seconds went off the clock. 42 to go. First shot good. Burke Smith has 7 tonight. Check that. He's got 8 with that free throw. Procise out. Robinson in. 42-4 left. 5-point game. Burke will look to make it 6. Up. No good. Long rebound to Coleman over Beran. Coleman gets the rebound. Trinity's basketball. 35 to go. They got a foul. They've got to foul. Cross to Smith. 29 to go. And they finally foul Coleman up top. McDonald reaches in. Perfect scenario for Trinity. Huge offensive rebound by Coleman. They kill more time off the clock. And Henry gets fouled and goes to the line. Up 5, 27.9 to go. Trinity can slam the door if Henry hits 2 here. Missed the first. Double bonus now rest of the way, by the way. That was the 10th team foul on Collegiate. Still a 5-point game. Second shot. No good. Coleman missed both, but they got to hurry. Beran with the ball, picked up by Coleman midcourt. Robbie drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound Coleman, and he's fouled again. And that might do it. Just getting word, a 3-pointer with 6 seconds left gives St. Christopher's a win tonight over Fork Union. And that score 58-55. Timeout on the floor called by the Titans with 19.3 seconds to go. Boys basketball update from over in Mechanicsville. 4 minutes to the half. Lee Davis 27 and number 6 Henrico 26. 27-26, 1-point lead for Lee Davis, trying to get a huge win there tonight. That would be their 10th. Henrico goes into that game at 12-2 and in the midst of a 1-month road trip. They haven't played a home game in 2019, and they won't for another 2 weeks. Coleman, free throw, good. He's got 25. It's 56-50. Second one short. Quick rebound to Timmerman. Timmerman to Beran. 15 seconds left. Watkins, long 3. Back iron. No good because it goes off the back iron, then off the top of the backboard with 10 seconds remaining. So Henry Coleman with 25 tonight. Bunch of substitutions for Coach Harris. Michael, pass over the head of Coleman. Lomax is able to get it at midcourt. Under 5 to go, and they're going to let it go. That'll do it. The Titans of Trinity get the win at home. Your final tonight. Number 5, Trinity Episcopal, 56, and the Collegiate Cougars, 50. 25 points for Henry Coleman to lead all scorers. Robbie Beran tonight leading the Collegiate Cougars. He had 19. Titan fans, good student section tonight for Trinity Episcopal. Come out and congratulate their gentlemen on the victory. Trinity 56-50, the win over Collegiate. 25 for Henry Coleman here on the Game of the Week. So Coleman leads with 25 points, and Trinity gets the victory, and these two teams will play again at Collegiate, I should say, coming up just a few weeks from now, right before the end of the regular season. Boy, it's been a good one, fans. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Live here on the RVA Sports Network. Trinity 56, Collegiate 50, our final score. Tonight's Game of the Week broadcast, an exclusive presentation of the RVA Sports Network and solely intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of tonight's broadcast without the express written consent of HCS Media, LLC, is strictly prohibited. Well, coming up next Friday night, back with the Game of the Week. It'll be a doubleheader with Atlee and Lee Davis live from Mechanicsville at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, and then our triple header from Athletes for Awareness Girls Basketball at Huguenot next Saturday, January 26th, featuring Hopewell, Highland Springs, LC Bird. Our triple header coverage begins at 4:30. Until then, Rob Witham saying, have a great night from Trinity Episcopal School.